As someone who's never played the original video game, I was a little worried I wouldn't be able to get into the Cuphead Show. I'm glad to see that I was wrong. This show was hilarious and a wonderful celebration of not only the video game, but Rubber Hose animation. The Cuphead Show stars Cuphead and Mugman as they have a fanciful adventure around the little isle and also trying to avoid the devil, who Cuphead owes his soul. The show has amazing presentation. It looks like it's coming right out of the era of Rubber Hose cartoons. Even those little white scratches you can see on the screen if you pay close enough attention to it. And of course, like those Rubber Hose cartoons of old, it's not devoid of any classical violence. The violence in the show is actually hilarious. Not too much, not too little, but also just right. The show also features a good supporting cast. Aside from Cuphead and Mugman, you also got to look forward to King Dice, Miss Chalice, the Devil, Elder Ketter, and a few other characters. I do wish some of the characters got a bit more focus though. Despite being in the original game, King Dice was only present in one episode. I think that was a little bit too short for so his role, especially for the man who played him. Another thing I found a tad disappointing was the overall plot. While I do think Cuphead owing the Devil's Soul was pretty interesting, I don't like how they addressed it. The soul plot happened early in the show's season, but then they didn't address it for several episodes, giving us tons of filler instead. The filler itself was ranging from passable to great, but even still, by the time they got back to the soul plot, it essentially became an afterthought. If memory serves me right, it barely got a mention in the season finale as well. Very odd. Even still, due to the structure of the show, it's not something you should really worry too much about. These are mainly just 14-minute episodes filled with hilarious plot lines, and honestly the show manages to accomplish that just fine.
Let's go!
Moving back to the Cuphead Show's strengths, I have to praise the wonderful voice cast this show has assembled. From True Valentino to Gary Anthony Williams, each voice actor brought in their all to the show, and it really was exciting to hear. I do think I heard Gray DeLisi one too many times with a number of background characters, but overall it's not really a big deal, because she killed it as Miss Chalice. Now, not only is the cast good at voice acting, a few of them are even good at singing. Cuphead features a number of songs that I think are a delight to hear. You got Miss Chalice singing about how to charm people, and you even got Ghost singing about how ghosts aren't real. Although my favorite song on the show definitely has to be the one sung by the Devil. What better way to introduce the main villain of the series than to have him sing an entire song about himself? Also hilarious.
Oh, in case you ain't heard, I'm the devil.
Now I must make a mention that the intended audience for this show is children ages 7 and up. Because of that, older audiences might not be able to resonate well with the show. If you're able to get past that, I'd recommend this wonderful show to anybody who's a fan of old school Rubber Hose animation, and who's a fan of the original video game, Cuphead, or people who just happen to indulge in fanciful songs. While the overall plot is very much in the background, the comedy you get from the show more than makes up for it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, try to give a like or leave a comment. If you didn't like what you saw, try to leave me some feedback to see in ways I can improve. Thank you. Have a nice day.